It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 3rd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle with Eckler. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller from 17 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had one drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Lamar changing the look. To throw again is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. To throw is Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Out route to Hill, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 4th down, here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw for
It's
Lamar
looking
Jackson.
like
and
a
the
game.
Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Herbert. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Herbert going to change the play here. Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
In motion left comes Williams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A handoff. It's Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Davis. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. Now Herbert going to change the look. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, Eckler, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Herbert now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jackson, quick slant, complete to OBJ. And they work this out past the 25. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. He's on his way. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson now. Flush to his right. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things for this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll